Hey guys, AngryMonkey here with another Retro Game Treasure unboxing video. So for those who are new and you're wondering what is Retro Game Treasure, this is a video game subscription service that is sent to your house every month that adds 3 to 5 games to your personal collection. This is not a rental service, you get to keep these games, and these are for consoles that range from, well, retro of course, to even some of the more newer consoles. They have really old school stuff, so you can get stuff for like your Atari and your Intellivision. They have all the Nintendo stuff all the way up to the Wii. So NES, Super Nintendo, 64, GameCube, Wii, as well as the Game Boy line of the Game Boy Color, Advance, DS, 3DS. They have Sega stuff, so they got the Sega Master System, and the Genesis, the CD, Dreamcast, Game Gear. They have PlayStation stuff, PS1, 2, 3, and 4, as well as PSP. They have original Xbox, Xbox 360, Xbox One. So, yeah, they have so much content here. And how this works, you go on the website, you fill out a survey. So you go on the website and fill out a survey, and that survey, you basically tell them on how you want your box catered to you. So I already went over the consoles that you can get games for, but you can also classify a little bit further and say, these are the types of games that I want in my box, like the genres. So, like, I'm not big on sports games, so I won't get sports games in my box because I didn't check that one off. But, like, if you're big into, like, platformers or first-person shooters or RPGs, arcade-type games, yeah, you can check all those off and get those types of games in your box. There's also themes, so, like, anime-based games or Disney-based games, stuff like that. You can also specify that a little bit further as well. You can also go a little bit further and say, like, I like getting demo disc, or hey, I have an NES Zapper or a Nintendo Super Scope. I'm fine with getting imported games, stuff like that. You can specify this box to that level as well, which makes it really cool. And just in case you're wondering, like, well, gee, I have a big collection already. What's going to stop them from sending duplicate games? Well, you're the one that's going to stop them, because on their website they have a checklist feature where you can check off all the games that you already have. Now, make sure that you check off all versions of said game, because, like, Star Wars Battlefront is the example I always use. I've already got it on PS2. I don't need the original and the greatest hits version on PS2. Like, I already got it. I can play it whenever I want, so I don't need both versions, so I check off that I have both versions. And I also go ahead and check off that I have it on original Xbox as well, just so that way I don't get a duplicate game. It's like, well, I already got this game, it's just on another console. So, my advice to you, as somebody who's been burned on that a few times, is to just double check the other consoles from that generation as well, just to make sure that you check off all versions of that game, so that way you don't get a game on PS2 and original Xbox and GameCube or something. They also have a really nice feature of a wish list. So you can go on there and be like, hey, these are some games that I want. Now, don't expect Earthbound in your box. I mean, that'd be awesome to get Earthbound in your box, but no, you're not going to get Earthbound in your box. That's just a very expensive game. But if you're like, hey, I just got a Super Nintendo, I'd love to get Super Mario World for it. Yeah, that's a possibility. You might get Super Mario World in your box. Stuff like that. They'll just keep their eyes open for games that are on your wish list, which I've gotten a wish list item almost every month for the past like year and a half, because I'm like, hey, that game looks pretty cool. I'll add it to the wish list, and it'd be kind of cool if I get it. If not, well, that's fine too. But so yeah, I've gotten some wish list items in here because a lot of them I want are pretty cheap. I just haven't found, or like, well, I kind of want that game, but I might get it in Retro Game Treasure, and sometimes I do, and be like, all right, cool, I got it. Yeah, stuff like that. I think I covered everything. I'm kind of in a brain fog right now because it's 11:30 at night. That seems to be when I record all my videos lately, is especially for Retro Game Treasure, is around midnight. So if I'm forgetting something, I'm sorry, but yeah, do all those things. But we're going to go ahead and open this box, which is still the special gold color instead of the standard yellow. It's a summer limited edition box, so if you got these, hang on to them. I saved my first one. Anyway, get started. So, as always, I'm going to have this box out of frame, so that way when I pull a game out, I don't get spoils of what the next game is. So, what do we got? Okay, well, AggieThunderpaw, we got some good news. We got some DiscountAirPillows.com, where pillows are inflated, not prices. And what else we got? Oh man, we got more discount air pillows. This one's kind of deflated, but their prices aren't. But I guess their pillows aren't either. At least this one's not really. But these are. Anyway, these are our heroes that protect our video games from getting bounced around too much and damaged. So, hey, if these games are good, then these guys did their job. So thank you, all 4.5 of you, for saving these games. Alright, what do we got? Okay, I feel a Game Boy Advance game. So what is it? Okay. Well, it's a Square Enix title. This is imported. So future me is going to have around here what this game is and a little bit of gameplay and all that stuff. I mean, if it's a Square Enix game, I'm going to assume Final Fantasy, because that's just the first Square Enix game that comes to mind. But I can't say that for sure, but it's probably an RPG at the very least, because that's just what Square Enix is known for. So, yeah, so that's the first game. The box felt light, and so I kind of figured, like, okay, there's probably going to be like a Game Boy game or something. So I was right. Okay, what is this? Oh! Oh, that is awesome! Look at this! I haven't gotten an accessory in my box in a long time. So, Nintendo official album stickers from 1992. Dude, this pack of stickers is 31 years old, or will be 31 years old. So, I want to open these, but these have been sealed for 30 years. Oh, what do I do? Oh, I'm so conflicted. I kind of want to see what these are. Oh, hang on. They're kind of already open. Well, that doesn't make me feel that bad then. Let's see what we got. Okay, so we got Mario 2. That's the back side, so number 114. We got part of a NES era Mario sticker, number 274. This is from Mario 3. Now, these aren't guaranteed to only be Mario stickers. You might get Zelda in here, you might get Metroid or something else. So, like, there was this, which, honestly, I kind of thought of Shovel Knight, but I know it's not Shovel Knight. So, I'm guessing like a Dark Nut or something, possibly from Zelda, but, I'm sure I'll get corrected in the comment section below. Yeah, guys, if you know what this is, let me know. Oh, and, well, speaking of Zelda, we got a thing from Zelda 2. We're clearly in one of the dungeons in Zelda 2. I didn't really care much for Zelda 2. I wanted to love it. I don't mind that it's different from the first one, because I know that was a thing that turned a lot of people off. It's like, well, it's nothing like the first game. The first game's like a top-down adventure game. The second one's a side... That's fine. That's not the part that bothers me. The part that bothers me is just how stupid hard it is. I rage quit, and I only had beaten the first dungeon, because I was trying to get my way to the second dungeon, and I kept getting stupid game overs and starting back at the beginning of the stupid castle where Zelda's asleep. I'm like, I hate this game. So, yeah. Not my fondest moment, but it's a classic. I mean, Zelda 2 is still a classic NES game. And the last one is another from Mario 3, sticker number 131. Yeah, this was really cool. I've not gotten these stickers before. I know other people in their boxes. I know AggieThunderpaw's gotten stuff like this in his box, and I'm like, I would love to get something like that in my box. So I was excited to get some, and I'm also happy that it was partially open already, because I didn't want to damage the wrapping, but I wanted to see what I got. So I was happy that it was at least open enough that I can see what it was. Yeah, that's cool. I wasn't expecting this little extra thing, and I love it. That's awesome. Okay. Retro Games Treasure. I'm feeling a game that's loose, a disc-based game that's loose, probably PS4. I told you guys I don't like this. So let's see what we got. I got this. I got Injustice 2 on Xbox One. Come on, guys. Who had an Xbox One and threw their cases away? I mean, this game came out in 2017. You should know better to not throw your stupid Xbox One cases away. I understand that this was the era of the original PlayStation where we didn't know better. But it's 2017, guys. Come on, what are you thinking here? Not trying to sound like the video game nerd with what were you thinking, but what were you thinking? So, that bothers me a little bit. So, I mean, it's a good game. I'm excited to get it, but I'd rather have it in the case. I wonder why this box felt really light, because, yeah, it's like, Retro Game Treasure, you won me over with these, and then you lost me with this. I'm a little upset with you guys. Last game feels like PS4. Epic Chef. Okay, we got Epic Chef still sealed on the PS4. I don't know anything about this game, but get ready to embark on a hilarious culinary adventure as you plant, grow, fish, craft, and cook your way to become the most epic chef of Ambrosia. Okay, that's interesting. Came out in 2019. So it's just funny to me that 2019 is considered retro. That's 4 years ago. How is that retro? But yeah. So anyway, that's what I got in this box. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys this. So this is advertising the Boss Chest giveaway, which I don't know if that's an every month thing or how that part works, but I see it advertised on Facebook sometimes on their Facebook page. Basically, like, you take a picture of what you got and like post it on their social media, and you're entered to the Boss Chest giveaway, where the Boss Chest item, one lucky winner will win a game console. I remember seeing on there a Sega Master System was the prize at one point. I remember a Genesis was on there at one point, and a PS1 was on there at some point. So you can win a game console and then get games for the console that you won, which is pretty cool. So anyway, I have the information there for that, and also, of course, games at retrogametreasure.com. Yeah, all that stuff. But I'll post all that in the description below as well, because yeah, I'll have a link to the website. I'll have a link using my referral, so that way, if this type of thing interests you and 3 people use my referral link, I'll get a free box. It's not happened yet, so if you guys want to support your boy here, maybe use my link and I'll get a free box, and we can have a bonus unboxing video. That would be awesome to have, wouldn't it? Just once. I mean, no pressure. But we're not done yet, because as always, we got some extra goodies. I'm going to take this out of frame, and I'm going to just put these guys here. So, first I have a couple shout outs for people that have sold me some stuff for my collection. So first, I want to give a shout out to Diane for selling me not one amiibo, but a 2-pack of Xenoblade Chronicles Smash Brothers amiibos. These just came out not that long ago, and I probably had them for about a month and maybe forgot to show them off. I don't remember. But I was really excited to add both these to the collection, so that was really awesome. The next shout out I want to do is to Miktendo Power. Which, by the way, guys, if you love unboxing videos, he's got a lot of great unboxing videos from Retro Game Treasure and Video Games Monthly, both. So after you're done watching all my stuff, go over to him, show him some love, tell him Angry Monkey sent you, and watch his stuff. A lot of fun content there. But he sent me. We had a thing of. He had some duplicate games, and I had some duplicate games, and he's like, "Hey, how about we do like a 4-for-4 deal where like." I'm like, yeah, that sounds pretty awesome. So, first, I'll go over the little trinkets here. I love this. This is awesome. It's his logo made into. Oh, that might be a little too suggestive for my channel here, but yeah, it's like an NES game sleeve. So that is really cool. I love that. We got a little Miktendo magnet. So cool. We got a little sticker thing. VS sleeves. So, okay, that must be the person that made this thing. So, if you think that is cool, well, here is their information. So you can write that down and check them out yourself. And then they also have a really cool button as well. It says, "Don't blow, just sleeve." That's cool. So, yeah, those are just the trinkets that he sent me, but the actual games that he sent me. He got a duplicate of Outrun in, was it Video Games Monthly that you got that in? I'm sure you'll tell me in the comments below. But anyway, this was a duplicate. And I'm like, I'll take that. I don't have a lot of games for my Master System, so it's pretty cool to get another game for my Master System. He also sent me, I don't know what it's called, but it's basically a Gundam dodgeball game, which is one of the weirdest things I've ever heard of. I'm like, that's so weird, I gotta get it. Maybe we'll play it on the channel. I don't know yet, but just the idea of Gundam dodgeball was just hilarious to me. So, yeah, I got that. Spectrobes, complete in box on the DS. This game came out in 2006. And guys, I remember when this was a brand new game. I remember the commercials for it. Like, I remember in the commercial, this kid was like in the middle of class, and he's like whispering like "wake up" on his DS or whatever, because like using the microphone function to like wake up your creatures or whatever. And he's like "wake up," and like the teacher's like "what's going on?" And I just remember the commercial. I'm like, that game looks pretty cool, and I never got it, so I'm really excited to add that to the collection. And the last game that he sent me was Test Drive. So another driving game. So I got like 2 driving games. I got Outrun, and then I got Test Drive. But I'm like, yeah, it looks like a fun driving game, racing game. I'm like, yeah, it looks like something that I might play on the channel at some point. So those are the 4 games that I got from him. So again, check him out. I think you'll enjoy his channel. And let's see what else I got, because I still got plenty of stuff to show you guys. So the next item, a little bit of story time. So me and my cousin were at GameStop today, and there was a guy that walked in, and he's like, "Hey, do you guys buy Nintendos?" And I'm just looking at Xbox games, and the GameStop guy's like, we don't buy those Nintendos, but some of the newer stuff we do. And I'm thinking, like, what is he trying to sell them? And my cousin looks at me, and she's kind of like pointing, like, let's see what he's got. I'm like, oh yeah, I know. So anyway, we turn around, and he's holding an NES in his hand. And he's like, do you guys buy this stuff? And he's like, well, the popular games we might. So I'm assuming like he means like the Marios and the Zelda, stuff like that. But most of the NES stuff they don't buy. And so I kind of walk up to him like, I might be interested. And he's like, oh yeah, you want to come out and see what I got? Yeah. So me and my cousin go out there, and we're looking, and yeah, he's got this NES case, like a plastic carrying case that's got an NES, all the hookups, 4 controllers, 2 zappers, this NES satellite thing, whatever that is, and 6 games. And we're like, well, how much are you asking? And he's like, oh, maybe $70. So I looked at the games. I got 4 of the 6, and the other 2 was Home Alone and some soccer game. And so I'm like, well, I already got the 3 Mario games. I already got Donkey Kong. I'm not really interested in the other 2. But my cousin's like, yeah. So she got an NES. So we're going through the stuff. Everything worked. And there were 2 of these retro posters. And so I just wanted to show this off to you. This is from 1989, showing off basically just NES games. I mean, you got Punch Out and Kung Fu, Rad Racer, NES Play Action Football, Golf, RC Pro-Am, Excite Bike, Anticipation, Tetris, Super Mario Brothers, Super Mario Brothers 2, Legend of Zelda. What is this? Xanadu? I've never even heard of that game. Zelda 2, Dragon Warrior, Short Order, Explode. I've never heard of that game either. Power Pad Games. Okay. Dance Aerobics, Super Team Games, Cobra Triangle, Pinball, Metroid, and Donkey Kong Classics, which is Donkey Kong and Donkey Kong Jr. Yeah, I'm like, this is so cool. And yeah, right there, I can't tell if you guys can see that, but it says 1989 on that, and I'm like, this is so cool. So anyway, she bought the NES. Like I said, everything worked except for maybe the NES satellite. There was no way to test that. Requires C batteries, I think, and we don't have any C batteries. There's some dead bugs in it though, so it's kind of gross. But the zappers worked, the NES worked, all the games worked, and I'm like, you got an amazing deal. I mean, in NES, plus 4 controllers, 2 zappers, and 6 games for $70. Amazing deal. And the guy found it in the junkyard. Some random dude out there just threw away a working NES. Like, why would you do that? But at the same time, like, thank you for doing that, because we got a really great deal on a NES that worked. So, I just wanted to share that story with you guys. Guys, there's... retro games aren't junk. Like, even if your NES doesn't work, somebody can use that for parts. It's just like, oh, the idea of somebody throwing away history like that, it was heartbreaking. Okay, rant over. Let's get back to other stuff that I got. So, I don't know what video's coming out first between this video and my MatsuriCon vlog video. Because I actually got this at MatsuriCon, but I got the weirdest game I've ever seen in my life. Zonox Double Ender. This is for the Atari, and it has 2 games on it. So you plug it in this way for Spike's Peak, or this way for Ghost Manor. I have no idea what these games are, but it was such a bizarre thing. I'm like, I've never seen this before. And apparently there's a few other Zonox games that exist, and I've just never seen these before. So, yeah, this is just cool. It's one of the most bizarre things I've ever seen as far as video games for the Atari. And I know that Atari games and NES games, especially NES games, there's some weird, like, weird looking off-brand games released for that console, and maybe that's all this is. But it's just such a bizarre thing. I just had to get it. And the other game I got was Mario's Time Machine on the Super Nintendo, which I know is not a good game, but I mean it's in really great shape. I mean, look at this. I mean, it looks almost brand new, but you can tell with some of the dirt on it and stuff. You can tell this is original. It's just in very good shape. It probably is in good shape because they didn't play it that often. Because they probably played it once because it's Mario, and they're like, "This game's stupid," and they never touched it again. That's probably what happened. But it's got Mario on it, so I have to collect it. I have to get it. So that's another game for my collection that I was excited to get. And if you guys haven't seen the MatsuriCon video, check it out, and you'll see that those and everything else that I got and everything that I did there. But I'm not quite done yet. I got 2 more games I want to show. At another trip to GameStop was Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games 2006. So this was the first in the Mario and Sonic Olympic Games series, and I remember when this game was new as well, because I wasn't fully like in the way of video game history then. I mean, like I knew what NES was, I knew what Sega was, I knew what Mario and Sonic were and all that stuff obviously. And I knew there was a rivalry. I didn't know how far that went, but just knowing that Mario and Sonic were in the same game was the weirdest thing to me. I'm like, Mario and Sonic? Like, aren't those like bitter enemies or something? It was such a bizarre thing to see them in a game together like this, but at the same time, like, that is really cool. And naturally, then they kind of beat the series to death with like this one, and then this one, and this one, and this one. But this was the one that started it all, and because of that, I thought it was very unique. And yeah, it's complete. So I thought that was really cool. And the last game I got, also at GameStop, same location, but a different day. Actually, I got this today. I got this while my cousin got an NES. Now, I already have this game digital, so I was kind of excited to find this a physical copy of Pikmin 3 on the Wii U. Now, I think there's a definitive edition on the Switch. Was that Pikmin 3 or was that Pikmin 4? I mean, I know there is a Pikmin 4, but wasn't there a definitive version of Pikmin 3 on the Switch? Kajinama, I doubt you're watching this because you... But if you are, is that true? Or am I dumb? Anyway, I thought it was really cool to get a physical copy of Pikmin 3 as well. So, not the biggest selection of stuff, but I still got some really cool stuff that I wanted to show off. And again, I wanted to give a shout out to Diane and especially Miktendo for all that cool stuff. And while the Retro Game Treasure kind of missed it on the mark with Injustice 2 not being in the case, so I gotta go out, I gotta buy a case, print a label out, all that nasty stuff. But I am really excited to get the other stuff. I mean, like, I don't know how good this game is, but at least it's sealed, or at least it's in the box. It's got a case. That's what matters. I'm interested in this. I love this. This is probably the highlight, actually, of the entire Retro Game Treasure box, is these really cool old stickers. But yeah, like I said, I got a lot of really cool stuff here. So if you see something here that you're interested in seeing on the channel, let me know, and I'll put it on the list. There's no guarantee I'll get to it soon, especially since I haven't been able to really record anything in a while. But you're not unheard. your stuff will be written down, and I'll mention it to Citrus and Kajinama and Phoenix, whatever combination is available, and be like, hey, there's been a strong demand for Mario and Sonic, so why don't we play some of that and like put it on the channel so that way you guys can watch the content that you guys want to see. I mean, right now, I just have so much stuff that yeah, we're already in the middle of recording Mario Party 4 and Mario U and Tales of Symphonia and Dokapon Kingdom and Pokemon Coliseum, Majora's Mask, so LA Noir. So there's a lot that's in the lineup of games that we're playing through. But yeah, if you guys see something that you guys want to see on the channel, yeah, I'll write it down. I've got a pretty good list, but I'll definitely add to it if there's a game that you guys want to see. And yeah. So before you guys go, don't forget to like this video and subscribe and hit the bell so you're notified when another video comes out. Who knows, maybe if you guys really wanted to see Mario and Sonic and you guys subscribe and you'll be like, oh, no way, Angry's finally playing it, awesome. Yeah, that way you'll know. There's also that MatsuriCon video that's coming out as well. So if you guys haven't seen that yet, you guys could be subscribed so that way you'll know when that video does come out. Also, don't forget to follow me on Facebook, where I post these videos. There might be a poll on there of like, hey, do you want to see Pikmin 3 or Mario and Sonic? And, I mean, right now I got like 2 followers or something, so it wouldn't really do me any good to post a vote on there. But if I get big enough, then maybe I can have you guys decide on what game is played next on the channel. I think that'd be pretty cool. I'm such a small channel that I can't really do any of that yet, but someday, hopefully, yes. I also have an Instagram where I might be like, check out this really cool NES poster that I got. I might post that, or this complete in box. I keep pointing at Mario and Sonic Spectrobes. I'd be like, check it out. I got Spectrobes on the DS, and talk about Spectrobes for a little bit, and talk about what the game is and some of the history behind it and stuff, and be like, oh, what's your favorite memory with this game, stuff like that. So if you guys are into video game history, then you'll probably like my Instagram, even though I don't post a lot to it. But it's all about video games. So if you like video games, follow me on Instagram. And the last but not least, probably the most important part, which is why I'm saying it for last, Discord. If you guys like the sound of my voice and if you like me, if you think I'm a cool person or whatever, yeah, follow me on Discord where you can hang out with me and Citrus and Kajinama and Phoenix and everybody, and we can talk about, well, all this stuff. We got video game stuff, and we got Pokemon stuff, and anime, and we have giant meme dumps that I mostly post because I love memes and I find so much funny stuff on Facebook. I'm like, oh, I gotta save this. I gotta save this one. And then it's like, enjoy these like 30 memes that I found. So if you enjoy memes, you'll love this Discord. We also have the occasional anime watch night where we watch a few episodes of an anime and we watch them in a group and like talk about it and all that stuff. And it's just a fun community. Everybody on there's so great, and you'll be great too. Especially if you join the Discord. So just be like, I want to join the Discord, and I'd be like, cool, here's an invite, here you go, and join the community of nerds where we have fun, hang out, nerd out. So I think that's all I really have to say. So a lot of great stuff here. Subscribe, Discord, all that stuff. So I guess I'll end with thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. What is this? More stuff? So I went to GameStop last week. I completely forgot about this. And I forgot to show those off, so I'm going to show these off real quick. So I got 2 games, which would have been over $30, and I got them for like $9. So just imagine getting Nier Automata, how would you pronounce that, guys? Because I've heard it pronounced both ways. But that was another game that I got as well, and this game came out 2017. Apparently it's a very beloved game with like multiple endings, and apparently it's just a really crazy story. But apparently it's like a sequel, because there's like Near Replica or something. This is the first of that series that I've heard of, so I don't know what Replica's like. But anyway, I got that as well. So that's another game to add to the list. And I got Black Clover Quarter Nights, which I think this one was like $1 or something. So I don't really know what this is, but it's based on the original story. It's a 4x4 battle action thing. So, I mean, yeah, you can play one player with computers and stuff, but it's like a fighting game with Black Clover characters, I think. I mean, just based off the gameplay footage right there. But I just wanted to show that off because I'm like, I was editing the video and I looked over in a little bag. I'm like, oh man, I got a couple more games to show off. So there you go. So yeah, I got 2 more games that I wanted to show off real quick. So again, thank you for watching. Subscribe if you haven't. Discord, Instagram, Facebook, all that stuff. Thank you for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day. So, story time, guys. I had this video all edited and I was about to upload it to YouTube. And then it was like midnight or something. I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to turn the computer off. I'm going to upload it Sunday morning or sometime Sunday afternoon or whatever. And I remembered on Sunday, I'm like, I never checked the mailbox. So I checked the mailbox, and what do I find? More games. So, might as well just tack this on at the end of this video, even though I already have attack on. So here's another attack on at the end of this, with a few more items. So I got these off of Facebook, just a video game collectors group or whatever. But I got 3 more games. So, first up we have Ape Escape. No, I did not pay $31. I think I paid like $20 or something for it. But I got the first Ape Escape game on PlayStation. It's missing the manual, but I'll pick that up. I got Alone in the Dark, One-Eyed Jack's Revenge, which I think this is a horror game. Well, detective. I don't know. The first one was like a horror game, I think. I haven't played it yet. Like all the other 1,000+ games I have. Anyway, I got Alone in the Dark 2, or One-Eyed Jack's Revenge, whatever you call it. And then the last one that I got, which was the one I was probably the most excited to get, was Parasite Eve. So I got the second one sometime last year, but I got the first one now. As far as I know, those are the only ones in the series. I could be wrong. But anyway, I got those 3. So I got 3 more games to add to the collection. And just wanted to show this off real quick. So, once again, if you see a game that you want to see, let me know. And as always, Facebook, Instagram, Discord, subscribe. Thank you for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day. This should be all of it. If there's more games out there that are in my collection that I got recently, then it's something that I don't know about or forgot getting. But, yeah. Let's upload this video now. It's over a half hour long.